right. Good morning, guys. Let's see. We got Bitcoin is up. First time over 20,000. So that means Mara and Riot are up. And maybe even DPW. Boy, I got a lot of lines on this. Move all these lines. Been, excuse me, quite a few stocks that have been popping up. SPY looking like it's trying to climb up too. I think the vaccine rolling out and all that is bringing a lot of positivity to the market, where everybody thinks it's going to get back to normal. And hopefully it does. Good morning, One Life. Good morning, TP. Fearless leader. In other words, you mean crazy day trader who doesn't stick to his own rules and goes out there like crazy and makes crazy trades. That's what you mean, right? I don't know what that means, DB. I have no idea what that means. I do want to keep an eye on NXTD. It's been climbing up all morning. It's done went from 50 cents to 85 cents. But this hasn't been over $1 in a year. So if it starts getting up to $1 and testing $1, it could potentially get going even crazier. I'm gonna look at this max chart. But it is up quite a bit already. And for it to get over $1, yeah, this chart's ugly. For it to get over $1 would be a pretty high move for this. But, oh, gotcha. I thought maybe you were cussing me out in your native language there. This actually looks pretty decent. Price target raised to 8. Just broke this downtrend. Actually, I'm going to redraw the downtrend. Oops. Well, I'm going to redraw the downtrend a little bit here. It's trying to break 4. Man, if it could break 4, maybe it could get going. It's going to have some resistance at 420. But it is above all indicators. Everyone loves a good... yeah. Oh yeah, you can see right there, it did get rejected this downtrend right at 4. Keep an eye on that. DTEA is selling off, so I think we can take that off. HTBX, that's not doing much. See, NXTD still climbing. AEMD breaking this downtrend. And they treated their first patient in trial of something to treat head and neck cancer. So that's pretty good news if they actually treated somebody with cancer. So keep an eye on it, even though it's sold off some, but it hasn't sold off completely. There's a lot of volume on this too. And it's a pretty low float stock as well. Dumb and nasty. Oh God, you guys are already on it this morning. You guys are already on the jokes right out the gate. See, this looks like this is going to test 4 here. It may try to break. See here, it's testing it right now. And there it goes, starting to break out of this downtrend. It's going to run into resistance at that 425 area. But if you was scalping, that would have been a good scalp right there. Could have got an easy 15 cents or so. I'm being patient, and I want to wait and see if AEMD starts coming back up, because I think it's got the most potential of anything today, but I may miss some trades like SIOX here. I'm also want to keep an eye on NXTD as well. See my GovX swing, GOVX, that swing. I missed this run yesterday. From where I held it yesterday, I did not catch this run. I was at the grocery store when this run happened, so I'm still holding it. You know, it's in pretty good support area, but not doing too much right now. But like I said, it'll probably be a couple of days before it does anything else. See, SOIX, yeah, getting rejected right there at 415. That's what I was kind of worried about on it. It had quite a bit of resistance above it, even if it did break 4. But I'm holding off on trading anything until AMD either sells completely off or it comes back up some. If it gets back above this line, then I may look to start a position. But we'll see. Good support there at 250. Let's see, what's the crypto stocks doing here? A little pullback at the moment. See, I saw Tilray was going to merge with Afra, I think it is. I think they said it was Afra. Yeah, it is Afra that they're merging with. So this is what I figured would start happening with a lot of these pot companies that start merging together and make bigger pot companies. So I'm sure Afra is probably getting some attention today too. Is that Afra? No, that's not Afra. I'm trying to remember what the APHR? No, it's APHA. That's what it is. Well, they're both not really doing too much. See, AEMD, still nothing yet. Now talking about Peloton, Daniel B's favorite stock in the world. ACRS, this went on a pretty decent run. Not much volume on it though. Let's see, NPA. AST and Science become public company through combination. So another merger here. This gapped up all the way to $13. This is kind of interesting. I'm gonna put this on the watch list as well. A little bit higher price stock, but got a little bit of a triangle here right at $11 and starting to break that. See a little resistance in that 1125 area. If it breaks through 1125 though, it's got room pretty much all the way up to 12 just about. That is interesting. I'm gonna put, yeah, okay, I got it on the watch list. Yeah, very interesting. This stock is definitely interesting. Very low. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty low float. You just got a pretty big buying volume bar on the 5-minute. It's climbing pretty good out of this break of 11 so far. Like I said, there's a little resistance in that 1125 area though. NXTD with a pullback. Do you have a uptrend on this? Somewhere like that. 75 cents can hold support. Possibly could be a play. And AEMD still selling off. So probably this is not going to do what I thought it was. Oh, Govex getting a little pop here. Getting slowly bought up. That's twice though. NPA not breaking out very much. Kind of the same as SIOX. See, SIOX still didn't really break out of the downtrend. Just had a quick pop. Readjust this downtrend to there. TLGT getting a little attention. TLGT has been getting some attention the last couple of days. I'm going to put it on the watch list too, because if it breaks that, oh come on. If it breaks that 100-day, it has a lot of room to run. What am I doing? Why is it not going there? TLGT. Alright. So it does look like this trend line is going to hold on NXTD. TLGT making a little triangle here on the 1 minute, little consolidation right under the 100-day. Well, maybe not. Looks like that consolidation may crack down. And NXTD may not hold this trend line. It's starting to crack it a little bit now. Interesting. Yeah, so you can see that little 1 minute triangle cracked. Possibly could get a bounce off of $1. Well, it just dropped all the way down. But possibly could get a bounce off of $1 right here. Yeah, so you can see buyers starting to come in at $1 there, trying to hold it above $1. DS. Let's see what DS is doing. Oh yeah, nice little pop up there. This is a nice little triangle break right there. Yeah, let's get some movement. Let's see. Come on, get back here. There we go. Let's see. Where's that resistance at? So it is above that resistance at 306. Has some room up to 330 or 340. That's not bad. I'm gonna put it on the watch list too. Veru, NXTD holding up. Did actually still try to hold the trend line there. You got that downtrend right there at 1050 where it's testing. Now if that breaks 1050, that could get going as well. So a lot of possibilities this morning. See here, AMD breaking that trend line a little bit. I don't know if NXTD is gonna hold this trend line or not. TGLT trying to hold up $1. You got a little flag, little consolidation triangle on the 1 minute here on DS, right under 315. Could be a possible scalp there. Oh, let's see. Maybe it's more like this. Yeah, it looks more like what see if it bounces off that. Okay, so it did bounce off it. So there's where the uptrend is on that little 1 minute triangle forming. So could be a possible play there. I'm gonna leave it on DS for a second. Give me just a minute, guys. I'll be right back. All right. So that's breaking down. So there's nothing on that yet. It could probably pull back down to the 9 EMA and maybe possibly be a play there. Let's see, AMD is starting to go sideways a little bit. If it starts creeping back up, it may come back alive. Merrick going sideways. Let's see, Veru starting to crack that. Actually, it already has broke that downtrend. Let's see, where's it getting held up at? A little bit of resistance in that area. But it does have room up to 11 pretty easily, I think. Let's see, AMD. Good morning, Epic. See here, AMD might be coming back up to 250 here. There's a good bit of sellers still in this. Maybe bag holders from this morning. But buying volume is starting to come back in, so I'm going to be keeping a close eye on this. This is the one I think is going to probably get a little crazy in a little while. NXTD's cracked that trend line. That's done. I'm going to take it off my watch list. Mare's just going sideways. I'm going to take it off. SIUX, that sold off pretty hard. Veru still looks good. MPA still looks good. TLGT cracks $1. I'm going to take it off. DS, I'm trying to bounce off the 9, so I'll leave it on there. And DPW is not doing anything, so. And we got only 4 stocks to watch, so it's a little bit less. Don't fight the trend, follow the trend. What are you referring to? What stock are you referring to? Are you referring to AEMD because I'm focused on it so hard? Another trend right now is it's selling off, but I'm keeping an eye on it. Let me look at what's the 15-minute chart look like. I didn't look at the 15-minute chart. Yeah, a lot of selling, which is what I was saying. It's been selling off. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. But it hasn't completely sold off, though. That's the thing. If it doesn't sell off all the way and starts curling up, buyers are going to come back into this. See, it's starting to pop back over the 9 here. 250. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on, One Life. That's what I've been saying. I'm waiting to see what it's gonna do. I'm not gonna hop in yet. I don't even have my finger on the trigger. I've been looking at it. I'm just keeping an eye on it right now because I think it's gonna turn around, especially if nothing else really gets going crazy. I'm not seeing much else happening. Let's see, how's DS look? DS, a little downtrend there. That's got to break. Starting to curl over though. It may be too overextended for it to run much more. You see the buying volume's coming back in here. If that continues, then this could get going. What I want to see is 250 hold as support. 250 keeps holding as support, then I may go if it can keep holding. I'm not going to go right away, but if it holds for a few more minutes. Hey, there you go. There you go, Epic. Nice job. See, Veru's starting to pop again. Got hung up a little bit at the downtrend, but it's getting closer to 11. Said daily chart is garbage on AMD. Yeah, it's not so much the daily. Well, I mean, it's above all indicators though, so it's not complete garbage. That's always a good thing if you're above all the indicators. It means the stock is bullish. But the daily is not really my concern. There's not a lot of resistance ahead of this on the daily. That's one reason why I like it. But the amount of volume this low float stock has, and this big rip it did earlier, it could have a continuation if it continues to consolidate. If all these sellers get taken out, like the press release is enough to get people going. Yeah, today's candle is red, but that doesn't mean it can't change. It's red because it gapped way up, and then now it's pulled back during the day. Gapped up in pre-market. Yeah, I am. I'm being patient. That's what I was saying. I'm not jumped in yet. But if you're not first, you're last. Ricky Bobby, shake and bake. This 260 area is going to be a bit of an important area. Dash made a $10 move from yesterday. That's a nice move. I don't know what Dash is. What is Dash? Some new IPO, it looks like. That's not a bad entry. That's not a bad entry, Master Cool. It's an early entry, so I mean it still could come back down on you. You want to see it get over 260 soon. But guys, don't get in this just because I'm being very optimistic about it. Make sure you're making your own decisions, because I could be totally wrong on this. $269, yeah, that's a good target. Most at the rate it's going at the moment, you'll probably get that 269. Maybe, unless it sells off here. I don't like that it cracked 250. Little selling pressure there. Trying to push it back below the 9 EMA. Well, a lot of the stuff I watch, it's usually a stock that goes on a pretty decent run, or at least there's a scalp there. So I mean, it's not a bad idea. Just make your own decisions about it. Don't jump in because I jump in on something. Boy, that got close to your stop loss. Master Cool got real close to your stop loss. I kind of don't like the way this candle just having see a downtrend line is kind of where it's getting rejected at. Let's see. Let me redraw this downtrend. Make it a little more accurate. There we go. You may get stopped out, but maybe not. We'll see if it holds up. That was real close to your stop loss. Oh yeah, no, yeah, no, I know it, but I just want everybody to be smart, because like, I know it's very easy when you're in any of these chats on YouTube or anywhere else, and the person moderating is getting excited about a stock or something like that. It's easy to get sucked in off of the way they're reacting. And I'm just saying, don't do that with me, because if you guys have been following me for a while, you know sometimes my reaction is totally wrong to the stock. So I don't want anybody losing money because of me. I want you guys making money. So that's what I say. Don't react because of me. Make your own decisions. But I mean, if you like what I'm saying and stuff, and you want to get in a stock, hey, go for it. But yes, exactly. This is not investing advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Well, I'm honored if it's life-saving advice for you. I'm honored if it's helping you that much. But yeah, it is technically for entertainment purposes only. So that's why I tell you guys, don't buy because I'm buying. Buy because you want to buy it. And I could have been wrong about AMD. It was getting a little buy in there. Right now it's a little sketchy at the moment. This downtrend right here really needs to break, but it needs to get back above the 9 as well. Let me look at the 15 minute here. Yeah, see the 15 is still below the 9 EMA as well, so still in this downtrend, still some selling pressure. Well, you and Daniel B, y'all, I like it when you guys go after me. Or when you guys aren't going after me and you're going after each other. That's a lot better. You guys stay going after each other. That's more entertaining for me. Veru's still slowly climbing, but it's a slow climb on this. Very creepy, but man, it's a pretty steep uptrend. It's going up to 11. So AMD is getting back over, trying to get back over 250. When you look at the 15 minute, all the candles are red except for this one little green candle right here. So that could have been just shorts covering right there. Shorters possibly covering some positions. So that's why I wanted to wait, and I wanted to see if we for sure had buyers coming back in, because sometimes you get a little green candle in the middle of the selling. It's because the shorters just locked out profit from 340 down to 240. That's a dollar rip on a dollar drop on a short, I should say. So that could have been shorts covering their positions. So if that was shorts covering their positions, now we want to wait and see if buyers start to come in and start pushing this up. Yeah, there you go, Master Cool. You know what's up. If you did it, you're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. My stop losses lately have been crazy. Veru's still climbing, so One Life with a good call on Veru. See, MPA is still climbing slowly, but very, very little volume on this at the moment. Is there anything else I'm missing? Or anything new popping up? MND. Put MND on here. Let's see. No, they don't have any news though, so this is kind of a pump and dump. A lot of resistance in that 275 area, but if it could break 275, it might get going crazy. Low float, let's see. What is that? What did I put in there? Where'd that go? Oh, it's M-I-N-D. It's mind. Okay. Oh, and it's coming up to that resistance right now. It'd be kind of sketchy to get in at the moment, though. If it gets rejected, it could pull all the way back to down to the 240 area. And you see it did get rejected a little bit there. Let's see, AMD still not breaking up yet. Starting to crack a little bit. If it drops below 234, 235, this is going to be done. It's not going to do anything. Listen, I'm trying. I'm trying to figure out where the winners are at. I don't know yet. It's been a weird day. It's not been a weird day. I mean, there was some quick rips this morning, but everything's been consolidating and a lot of things have been dropping. Nothing's really held its gains. I feel like this is a pump and dump, but it is testing this 275 area. well, I'm being patient today. I'm trying to ease my way in here, and let's see, AMPY, you just started popping up. What are you trading for? Roth Capital upgraded the stock from a neutral to buy, priced it at $2.20 a share. Just a little bit of volume popping that up. It's not really doing anything. Let's see, that just came out. That came out a little while ago. Let me put it on the watch list and give it a chance to see what it does. Damn, mine is popping over that resistance at the moment. It's just too high up right now. Way too far off the 9 for me to look for an entry on it. AMRS, this is a higher float stock. This is almost popped up $1. I'm not seeing any news on that. And DS getting rejected. RWalk. Interesting. It's above that. Let me put RWalk on the watch list, because RWalk, when it gets volume, it does have pops. And it's coming up to the 200 day. It may not break out today, but this may be an interesting possible swing. DB is talking crazy. But yes, one life is right. Sometimes the best trade is to make no trade at all. That is an accurate statement. So this is a new IPO. It's not doing much. Oh, actually, it's halted on the way down. I see it now. It's halted on the way down. I'm going to add this IPO to the watch list. It got a quick pop all the way up to $10 and then got slammed hard selling back off. But this just IPO'd about 45 minutes ago, it looks like. Or no, not even 45 minutes ago. This IPO'd about 20 minutes ago. So we'll keep an eye on that. See, AMD still not selling off yet. Did get rejected at the downtrend, still kind of getting rejected at the downtrend and rejected below the 9. But if it can hold above for a little bit longer, maybe possible. Let's see, SPS just came out of that halt. This is that IPO. See, we got a downtrend there. If that downtrend starts to break, I may look for an entry. We'll see. I may have to only go 40 shares. I don't think I have enough to go 50 on it. Which stocks are in the playoffs? AMD is starting to push back up a little bit. Needs to break this downtrend though. If it doesn't break this downtrend soon, it's going to drop. See, this is coming. This is trying to get back above this downtrend. There's not a lot of volume on it though. Boy, this thing is moving crazy with just little bits of volume. I mean, this is barely any volume on this IPO. If this thing gets buying volume, it will go nuts. No wonder it shot all the way up to $10. Oh, God, look at that. What is that, 20-cent spread just about? This would be a sketchy trade. Priced them at $5.50 a share. It never got down to $5.50 a share. So MIND and came back down. That's what I was expecting there. RWalk is coming up, starting to get a little volume, coming up to that 200-day moving average right now, actually. 153, 154. See some possible play there. DS. See, what was AMPY doing? AMPY just had a pop up. Oh yeah, that was the upgraded stock. Take these crazy lines off here. So this is still selling off. It probably will sell off down to 550, I would imagine. If if buyers don't come into this at all, it's just going to keep selling off. Yeah, this is I gave you props for Veru One Life. Yeah, Dan, crazy spread. That's what I'm saying. The SCPS is a very risky trade. Okay, it looks like AMD is going to sell off. So if it sells off, then I'm going to turn my attention away from it because there's no reason to watch it. If it breaks this 235, it's going to sell off pretty hard at that point. If RWalks keeps getting volume and it breaks this 200 day, it will have room to at least 170. Still, spread's still kind of crazy on this. AMD still trying to hold on. Be interesting to see if this bounces off 7. It could bounce off 7. See, the selling volume has become light. Not a lot of buying volume though. But that's the thing with this thing. It's so low float. It says it's 14 million shares, but I don't think that's right because it says the IPO is only 500,000 shares, and that would make sense if it's only 500,000 shares for it to have the crazy spread it does. This may keep selling off, but no, I'm not gonna. It's an interesting IPO for sure with that crazy spread. See, MIND. Yeah, that's the one without any news. That's kind of the pump. Kind of looks like a pump and dump. See, is there anything else going on? Is this boy trying to come back up to 7? Decent amount of buying coming in there. But still a lot of selling. I'm gonna put this on the 5-minute chart so I can see a little clearer what's going on. It's a pretty big sell-off. This is a pretty fast sell-off. This is almost a $3 and something sell-off. Where are buyers going to come back in at? That is the question. We're starting to get a little bit of buying here. AEMD is getting very light on volume. I had Mara on my watch list earlier, but Bitcoin hitting a new high. I kind of expected, yeah, it was going sideways, but Mara is coming up now. I mean, you could get a possible play on it. You do kind of have, you do have this big triangle on it. It's coming to the tippy. But yeah, if it starts breaking the top of that triangle in that 865 area, then it could make another move up. If Bitcoin is moving up, Bitcoin's still climbing up. It is a bit slow today. I see DS is cracked hard, so I'm going to take DS off. And Veru's selling off a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see, RWalk is getting real close to breaking this 200 day. All I need is buying volume to come in. What is ATOS doing? There's not any volume on RWalk. SCPS, no volume. No volume at all at the moment. This is probably going to crack more. No buyers are willing to buy this at $7 or over $7. Then it's going to sell off more. Yeah, RWalk has no news or no volume. But if it breaks that 200 day, volume will come in. And it could get a quick pop. See, how's Mara doing? So Mara coming back down to the bottom of this triangle. Consolidating. Good volume on Mara, though. You have to look at Mara for a trade. Right now, Mara is the only thing with a pattern. Yeah, this is still selling off. You bet me a 6-pack it won't be worth it. Are you talking about RWalk? I don't think it'll do it today, honestly, because there is no volume on it. It needs volume to come in, but I do think RWalk in the next couple of days, like the way this pattern is on this daily, you could easily see them drop a press release in the morning and see it gap up. But no, right now it's not doing See AMD cracking that. So AMD looks like it's pretty much done. I can only get 30 shares of Mara, and I don't know how much more it would run, but I don't think it'd be worth it. It could be. Yeah, Mara's getting close to another move up, depending on what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin keeps climbing, Bitcoin has a triangle too, so it's almost I don't know, because at 21,000, 20,000 was the new. Yeah, I don't know. It's pushing it. It's really pushing it. I don't know if Bitcoin will go to 21,000 a day or not. And that's the only way Mara is going to pop up out of this triangle. I mean, it could get a quick pop. I don't know. It's so sketchy with Bitcoin being so high. We'll keep an eye on it because it is in this pattern. We'll see what happens here. I just can't get. I don't have a lot of funds available today, so I can't get a lot of Mara if I was gonna go. I could only get 30 shares. So I mean, if it's just a little scalp, it wouldn't be that much. It wouldn't be really worth it. Because I don't think Mara is gonna rip dollars. Could possibly rip $1. It did rip $1 right there in pre-market, but and that was over what, 30-minute span right there. Veru's in a key. Wait, let's see. Oh yeah, trying to hold up pre-market support or pre-market high as support, I should say. Actually, you can readjust this downtrend now because you do have that new pivot point. Yeah, you could possibly get an entry there if Veru can hold up above that pre-market high. Okay, MND sold off. That was the no news one, I think. SSPS. Oh, we're starting to get a little buyers. Looks like the sellers have taken off out of this now. Because this is not very much buying. Or maybe this is just shorters covering from shorting it from $10. But not very much volume on it. Let's see, Mara's starting to crack a little bit here. And Bitcoin's pulling back a little bit. Yeah, Mara looks like it may crack. Try to redraw this trend line, but it looks like no. No, you gotta draw it there. So it is cracking. It's testing this bottom of this uptrend. I'm gonna flip over to 15-minute chart instead of the 5-minute because it is getting a little later. Well, actually, on the 15-minute, if you draw the triangle, Mara's fine. It's trying to hold above the 9 there. It's going to be interesting. AMPY is not doing anything. I'm going to take it off. I'm going to leave RWalk on because I think in the next couple of days it could get a move. MPA not doing anything, looking like a barcode, so I'm going to take it off. Veru cracking that area. So Veru's probably done. Man, trying to hold. Not seeing too much else though at the moment. Let's see, MDXG. Hitting a new high of year at $9. Good volume in this. But it just ripped from $7 to $9 since market open. So $2 rip there. If we don't get anything soon, I'm probably going to call it a day because I'm getting hungry and I'm not seeing anything that is really tickling my fancy anymore. My fancy is not being tickled. And when I trade stocks, I don't always trade them good, but when I do, it's when my fancy gets tickled. I'm money hungry. I'm obviously not money hungry. I haven't made a trade the whole 2 hours of the stream so far, or hour and a half. What is with you and Jimmy John's one life? Every time I say I'm hungry, you're like, Jimmy John's. I don't like Jimmy John's or any Subway type places. I'm not a sub type of guy. I've got my own food at home I'm gonna make. I like to cook sometimes, so cook me up something. Because the stock market's not cooking, so I gotta go cook somewhere else. Is Jimmy John's a public company? If they're a public company, I know you're probably joking, but if they are a public company, I did not know that. Who's investing in Jimmy John's? I mean, if you like the sandwiches that much, I guess. I don't know yet, DB. I'll probably make me some type of breakfast food, man. Like a nice gourmet bacon, egg, and cheese type sandwich. I got some special cheeses. That sounds pretty good. And I got decently healthy bacon. As healthy as bacon you can get. Bacon's not healthy, but as healthy as you can get it. Yeah, this is still selling off. So there's nothing there. AMD is really cracking down, so nothing there. Mara is still a possibility, but other than that, I'm not seeing much else. Nothing there. But I'm thinking it may just be best to not make a trade today. Go through the scanner, see if there's anything. I don't see Mogo getting a little pop there for no reason. A little bit of volume. See ALDX. Not anything going on there. None of these stocks have any volume. NXTD with 100,000 in volume today. And on the 15 minute, it actually has this trend line. That's kind of interesting. If it could break back above 75, which is starting to do right now, this may be a possible play. Might be able to get a little something on this. Let's see. 75 can hold up support. I like the uptrend on the 15 minute. There's no news on it though, that's the only thing, but it is getting a move up. Apple looking good. I'm tempted to take a shot on this, because this trend line is holding pretty well. You do got the downtrend right there trying to hold it back, but I may go a small position, see if I can pull maybe $10 or something out of this. Maybe. Ooh, kind of a bit of a double top here on the 15 minute. If it doesn't break up over this downtrend, and it looks to be probably a double top. Let's see. Let's keep a close eye right here on the 1 minute. This is NXTD here. I'll type it in the thing. It's starting to pop up a little bit here. I'm going to go on this. I'm just going to go 100 shares, see if it tries to get back up and test this high a day. It might be a little 10-cent gain if it can get back up and test the high a day. Might be a small little win. We'll see. Ooh, I kind of got filled a little higher than I wanted, but that's alright, I guess. Just had a little pullback there. Bouncing off of that 70, a little bit of a spread actually. I had a 75 cents on the bid and 77 something on the ask. So getting a little wild here. Needs to hold up 75 though. If it drops below 75, then that'll show some weakness. So actually right here, here's the downtrend. I mean, this probably isn't going to be a super fast play. It's probably not going to explode crazily. Yeah, it was a nice little red candle on the 1 minute there. That's why I went light on this, because it doesn't have news. So I don't like that it doesn't have news, but this uptrend has held up so far. So I'm thinking it can at least maybe get up to 83 cents right there, the tops of those two candles. But maybe even try to test the high a day. What are you knowing about, DV? Oh, let's see. Mara looks like it got a... Yeah, Mara's starting to pop out of that triangle there, so I kind of missed that, but... That's alright. So a little pullback. Like I said, this isn't going to be the fastest play in the world. I don't know what you're saying right now, DB. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, the candles. Oh, the third red candle, whatever. Whatever you're saying right now. Looks like we may start pushing through this downtrend. Yeah, starting to push up to 80 cents now. Let's see, 80 cents. 80 cents shouldn't be too bad. I think it can get through 80. It is getting rejected a little bit there. Buyers trying to push it through 80 cents. Kind of got rejected right there though. What you know, or Daniel B? What did you know? What are you talking about, man? If it doesn't continue to hold up here, it may come back down to the 9 at 72 cents. It's kind of curling. We need to see more buying volume coming into this downtrend here at 80 cents. Actually, I'm going to redraw it again because at 80 cents is where it's getting held at. Right there. See if buyers start piling in or not here. See, we're kind of curling on the 1 minute. This is not, I don't want to see, yeah, see, I don't want to see that. Like I said when I got in this is probably going to be a slow play. It's probably not going to be the fastest play in the world. Yeah, this is my first trade today. This is probably going to be my only trade today. Alright. I don't know what that news is about, Daniel B, but okay. You say so. I mean, your credibility for news is just about as good as CNN, so, I don't know what that says, but maybe you're onto something there. A lot of selling coming through right at the moment on this. And what I'm thinking is there is some big buyers sitting on 75. I'll see those stay in there. What I'm thinking I might do is just put a stop loss in under the 9, about a 5-cent stop loss, and then just let this ride. Because this isn't going to be the most exciting play. Unless it could get exciting if it breaks the high a day and gets up to $1, then it could get real crazy. But until it gets over $1, I don't know. But that would be really pushing it, because the high day today is 87 cents. The high year is 88 cents. So it'd really take some buying to come in to push this up to $1, and then it would take a lot of buying to push it over $1, and there's no news, so the probability of all that happening is very, very low. But the probability of it getting up to at least 84 cents is not out of the question, or 87 cents. So we're testing that 80 cents again. A lot of sellers there. They are getting taken out though. Oh. They're trying to get taken out, or they're trying to take them out. Getting a little wacky here at this line. Yeah, they keep trying to take a lot of buying coming through. Still not enough though. Still not enough quite yet. What are you talking about, Daniel B? What? I don't know. I have not heard anything about Biden opening gold mines in Klondike or Kamala Harris getting pregnant by Eric Trump. You need to start your own news channel and just spit out these crazy headlines you're spitting out right now. That'd be pretty entertaining. It doesn't matter if it's real or not, because none of the other news media channels care if their stories are real, so... Buyers are trying to push this over 80 cents, but they're struggling to. There was a lot of buying that came through and could not break it. So we're going to see even more buying come through here. Big seller there, right below 80. Oh, we just broke over 80. There we go, so... I'm going to slowly probably creep up here. Actually, it may get going a little bit. Let's see here, almost up to 82 cents. $0.83 right through 82. 83 cents is going to be where resistance is, the tops of those candles. Oh, we're through 83 cents. Actually, this may test the high of day here, because this is getting a little bit wild here. Oh, nope, that 83 is still holding up as some resistance. You can see they're trying to get it through 83, but it may not do it. Yeah, I absolutely knew One Life was an alien. One Life comes and visits me on his UFO. So see, that's what I was saying. Right here is some resistance at 83 cents. If it breaks that, it could test for a new high a day. If it does not, then it'll probably come back down. What's BLNK doing? Pop over to BLNK real quick. Oh, a little bit of a pullback here. Oh, damn it. Come on, BLNK. There we go. And this is kind of a double top. We really don't want this 15-minute candle to close and make a double top. It could come back down to the 9, now at 75 cents. I mean, this was a pretty decent run. That's a 12-cent run right there. And on a cheap stock like that, that's a pretty good run. Yeah, BLNK looks interesting. Possibly could be something there. See where you at, NXTD. Here you go. So we'll see there. Actually, we can adjust this downtrend now to right here. So at this point, we want to see 80 cents hold up as support. And it just cracked. So that's what I'm kind of saying about this double top on the 15-minute. It could come back down. See 81 starting to hold as resistance again. Or not 81, but 80 cents. Buyers trying to push it, trying to hold it above 80, but doesn't look like it's going to. Well, maybe it is. See, if it starts holding 80 cents, we might see more buyers come in and push this up. Let's see if 82 breaks down right here, because there's some selling at 82. Yeah, looks like that's gonna break down. Yep, there it goes. Let's see if got some more selling at 82.5. They got taken out. Let's see what we look like at 83 here. 83 is starting to break down slowly. Definitely some pressure here. I know for sure, but if 83 breaks down, I think we'll definitely test that high a day. Oh, and 83 just broke down, so it's probably going to start moving a little bit. A little selling at 84, but I don't think that's going to be a big deal. No, right through 84. Oh, yep, I was going to say, it looks like it's going to break. There it goes. Almost getting close to pushing through 85. So getting held up at 85. At this point, we want 83 cents to hold as the bottom support. Going up. little pullback there. Let's see, is there anywhere where 85 is at? I don't see any. Yeah, I don't see any resistance on the daily chart at 85. I don't see any resistance anywhere at 85, but the high day is at 87, so it may or may not get up there. I'm starting to pop up again here. Let's see what happens here. If it breaks the high a day, it's probably going to get hung up at 90 cents. Let's see if 80 cents can hold here. Buyers are trying to keep it above 80 cents. Yeah, 90 cents is most likely going to be major resistance. I mean, the high of days at 87.6, so that's going to be resistance as well. And then we know 83 is resistance because of the top of these candles. So there's a lot of resistance ahead. It did break 83 once already. About cracks 80 cents here. It'll probably come back down to 75. And have to consolidate for a little bit. Trying to hold 80. Yeah, so it did hold 80 there, pushing right back over it. Let me look at the 5-minute chart real quick. Yeah, so you can see it's kind of stair-stepping up, so as long as it doesn't drop below 75 cents, it'll probably make another move up. But you can see kind of the triangle a little bit better here on the 5-minute than on the 15, but I'm just watching the 15 because nice job, One Life. It's a big seller sitting on 81 cents. It's testing this 80-cent support again. Oh, and it just blew right through that big seller at 81 cents. Took him straight out. And it looks like it may try to start pushing up again. Yeah. See if 83 breaks down again. See, 83 still acting as resistance. Uh, 83 starting to break down a little bit. Yeah. That is what I'm thinking too, One Life. I think if it can push up a little bit more, we may get that high a day test and possible new high a day. How's AMD doing? AMD not doing too much. We're going to open a new 15-minute candle. And that looks pretty good. Looks like we may push through 83. Yeah, breaking through 83 here. Decent sized buyers coming in. Right through 84. Let's see how we look at 85. 85 is going to be that last little hoorah before the high a day. Not quite getting up there yet. 83 cents still holding a little bit as resistance. And actually we can adjust this downtrend because it looks more like that. Looks like I'm working hard today for a like button. I know. I mean, I could have went more shares on this, and it would be a little bit more money, but just from seeing everything earlier, I just did not feel good about going heavy on this. I mean, I only went 100. I could have went probably 400 shares. I don't know if it doesn't start breaking out here soon in the next 5 minutes. Then I'm gonna call it a day. I'm just gonna put a stop loss under the uptrend there and let it ride and see what it does. But it's a slow. It's a slow creeping stock. Big buyers just came in there at 82 cents, so we might see it try to push here soon. Should have went 10K shares. Yeah, if I yeah. Definitely probably wouldn't go 10K shares on this. No, not F it. What are you talking about? Don't F it. Never F it. So, like I said, if this doesn't start breaking out here in the next 5-6 minutes, if it doesn't get over 83 and it starts coming back down, then I'm going to call it a day. Because it does look like it's curling right here. And it may curl back down to the trend line. But it's just a slow grinder. It's slowly grinding. Yeah, it looks like it's starting to curl. Like it's probably going to come back down a little bit here. Yeah. 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 You got me, DB. You got me. The Virgin Day Trader. I'm the Ben Shapiro of day trading. Who who got lucky on his 30th birthday? Me or Ben Shapiro? Who are you talking about, Daniel B? You been there, you know that? So it'll give us about 4 more minutes here. This could be it. It could crack the trend line and be done. That may be all it had. Don't don't be fat shaming DB. This is a learning channel. We're learning doctors here on this channel. No, I haven't took any profits yet. I mean, what? It's not worth it to take, 50 shares at 83 cents when I'm up only $4. I mean, it's like locking in $2 profit. It's not worth it. I'd rather risk the $2 that I might lose on this if it doesn't break out to try to make a little bit more. If I'd win a lot more shares, then yeah. If I'd have treated this more like a scalp, then I definitely would have locked it out. But I mean, just the small amount of shares that I win, it's not really worth it. No, it's not a gambling channel. I'm not gambling. What are you talking about? This is a learning channel. This is a channel full of learning doctors. One Life. I already said this. We're learning doctors. I'm not. I'm not rolling the dice. I've been in the green the whole entire time I've been in this trade. I'm just letting it consolidate and do its thing to see if it's going to break out more. It's got a uptrend. It's a nice uptrend on the 15 minute. As long as that holds up, I can hold this as long as that holds. So this is a roasting channel. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, the 15-minute chart is looking a little. I mean, it's curling. It is looking a little heavy, but I'm in at 77 and a half. The 9 EMA's at 76. The downtrend's at 75. So that's as far as I'm going to hold it. But we could get this little curl and bounce off. As long as the 9 and the uptrend keep going up, then we could get that little bounce off of there and it could push back up. But it could also crack right here too. It could crack the 9 EMA and the downtrend and be done. It could go either way. Yeah, I agree with you, One Life. I know what you're saying. I agree. A 5 cent move on a sub penny stock is a very good move. So this is coming back down to that 75. 75 should be pretty strong support. Get the scuba fit. I don't think it's going to nosedive here. It could. Yeah, I'm looking at the 15-minute EMA right now. Or the 9 EMA on the 15-minute chart, I should say. So, I mean, as long as that holds up, it's fine. Let's see how it looks for the 5-minute. Yeah, so it has cracked the 9 EMA on the 5-minute, but that uptrend is still there. And you can see it's still above the 9 EMA on the 5-minute, or the 15-minute, so it's alright for now. I am starting to plot out my stop loss here in case it does start cracking. 74. Hey Mark, what's going on, buddy? Good afternoon, good sir. Just playing this little fella, this little NXTD, to see if it's gonna get a push for new high a day. I'm not gonna take a big loss on it. If it cracks, it cracks. I'll lose like $2 or $3. It's not that big a deal. No loss. No breakfast for me. You guys are crazy. You guys are so crazy. I know the words of wisdom that you are speaking, One Life. But in reality, if it cracks, it cracks. It's not that big a deal. Like, I'm not in a ton of shares on this, so even if it cracks, I didn't buy this on a lot. Like, see, you guys keep trying to compare my trading to lottery scratch off tickets, and that's not what is going on. I'm not just randomly buying stocks. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, One Life. $1 win is better than a dollar loss. Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. Anytime you finish green, it's better than a loss. But I want to give this trade a chance to try to do its thing. It's not moving that fast. It's not like it's a crazy super low float stock that's moving that fast. This thing has been slowly climbing the whole entire day. Like, I could walk away from it right now without putting a stop loss in it, come back, and it would still be fine. So it's not. Yeah, I know what you're saying, One Life. It's just this stock, this position is not that big a deal. It's a very very cheap position. I've invested $75, and I'm risking $2 or $3 to try to make, upwards of 10, maybe more if it does break that high a day and keep climbing. So I could lock it out right now, and it'd be a win. It'd be $1 something win. But I've been holding it this long, so I'm gonna give it a chance. I expect it will probably test this high a day. Look, there's a nice trend line. This trend line has held up so far. If this trend line does not crack, why would I sell it? You guys are so frisky today. You guys are just getting all frisky. Frisky about everything. I know, I want to see the frisk. That's what I'm waiting on. I've been waiting to say, show me the frisk all morning and the last 2 trading days. I've been not seeing the frisk, so I'm sorry. I'm trying to see the frisk here. I'm trying to let this get warmed up. It's just a cheap little penny stock. As long as it holds the trend line, it keeps slowly getting massaged up to these resistance areas. It could get its little breakout. It is getting a little sketchy. We're testing the 9 and the uptrend right at the moment. We need to see buyers keep pushing it off the uptrend. Because this right here on the 1 minute does not look good. If it doesn't start coming back up, this is going to be one of those drops like that. A little blip. Need to see some buying volume increase here. It's starting to decrease. Getting a little sketchy. In any case, whatever happens on this, I'm giving the stream 4 more minutes. It looks like it's going to crack though right here. Getting real close to cracking. Go get you some new perfume then, Daniel B. If you need some perfume. Looking a little weak here. We're the 1 minute opening and right below the uptrend. It's trying to hold up, but A lot of selling coming through. Buyers are trying to hold it up though. If they can survive all this selling. You smell like 10-day-old fish? Well, that's horrifying. You need more than perfume if you smell like 10-day-old fish. The suspense of this small trade is just... It's so much I can barely stand it. This tiny, tiny trade. So if you guys haven't yet, if you wouldn't mind to hit that like button, I would appreciate it. Even if this cracks down. I don't think there's a... Ooh, yeah, this is starting to crack a little bit here, so I'm getting close to... Gonna get close to getting out here. Oh, yeah, there's the crack. There's the crack there, dropping below 75. See if buyers push it back up above 75 cents or not here. Oh, let's see. Is that 73? That's about where I was going to put my stop loss. So I'm going to stick my stop loss right at the bottom of this red candle. If that cracks, then this will be done. So where's it at? 73.07? Okay. So we're going to put it like 72, yeah. There we go. So, there, I got my stop loss in there. We'll see what happens. Just ordered your Jimmy John's. Nope. Woo, getting real close to my stop loss, so I probably will get stopped out on this. It's looking like it's done. I mean, it cracked the uptrend, so most likely it's done. How's my swing trade doing? My swing trade just going sideways. That's all right. That's fine. As long as it holds up in these areas, that's all that matters. Let's see. NXTD, I need to put you back on the watch list so I can see what you do later. So far trying to hold up, but it doesn't look good. Swing AMD to 100. I already have AMD in my portfolio. AMD's done good for me this year. Intel's not doing much, but I'm fine with Intel not doing much. I'll keep adding to it. Eventually, it'll start catching up to AMD again. We need to have a meeting, One Life. We need an intervention. Well, it's not a very big portfolio, so it's not going to be that exciting. Somebody with the devil order there at 75 cents. But when I start the portfolio is on my Webull account. So when I start the crypto trading, then maybe I'll show you. I'll give you guys a little peek at it. Which I am going to start the crypto very soon. Yeah, you guys want to have an intervention with me over a $3 loss. Maybe it may be all the losses adding up. Maybe that's why you want to have an intervention about. Yeah, it looks like this is going to crack right here. Or $4 loss is what it'll be. So, alright, guys. I get you, One Life. I know what you're saying, buddy. I know what you're saying. Well, I'm gonna go eat, guys. So we'll be back tomorrow. You guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there. If this cracks below 70, that 74-cent area looks like it's about to. I may get stopped out here. Then you'll know what happened. Yeah, I heard you, One Life. I heard you. Just hit me up on Messenger, man. You know how to contact me. Just hit me up on Facebook Messenger or Instagram, wherever. And we can chat. And I'm getting stopped out there. Yeah, so there it is. Stopped out on this play. Could not hold the trend line. Well, yeah, that's it for me today, guys. Until next time.